Hey everyone, it's Pixcalibur123, and we're going to be starting a different quest after playing a whole bunch of randomizer just in spare time. Finally going to get back to a more typical quest that has everything in place already, so there's no randomizing factors. Alright, so this is the quest we'll be playing right here, one called Stranded. It's actually by the same author who did Big Hunk of Hyrule, Lower from Hyrule, the two quests I did earlier. So we'll get started with this one. Alright, so this is actually a pretty long quest, so this is going to take a while to do. Again, whenever I do it with commentary, it's pretty much guaranteed to be like 25% slower. I don't know, this kind of looking like whatever, Link's Awakening, like at the beginning, you get stranded. Oh, it's exactly the same storyline, actually. And you're gonna see there's you got your typical map, so nothing out of the ordinary. And then you notice all the items on the right side. This is probably one of the first quests I saw all those items. I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do with all that? Pretty much this is just like Link's Awakening at the beginning, because you have to actually, get your sword and... Well, maybe you're giving your shield, but you have to bring your sword. So I'm gonna try to find everything in this quest, because there are a lot of items to find. And this is going to be a pretty long quest, so... How I'm gonna break these parts up is a whole other story, because there are tons of dungeons, mini dungeons, etc. And I try not to put too many dungeons into one part. Alright, first piece of heart. I don't remember what was the first quest I played that had pieces of heart in it. I don't know if I did this first or Shadow Wars 2 first. I have that on my queue list. Well, actually, I have that recorded. Whenever I'm ready to get that up and running. Because that also has heart pieces. And luckily the hints are fairly direct. You shouldn't get too lost in this. It really does feel more like Link's Awakening. You're stranded on an island, you have to get off of it. Okay, there's not much to do on this side, so you actually just go into the cave here. And again, there are a lot of soundtracks in this game, and a lot of these you should recognize. This one's a classic one. I love this game. It was very difficult when I played it in the old days, but the music was great. For an NES game? Seriously? Now I have an Excel file with all the what all the games music comes from, like the different games. So just for reference, I'll probably put that in the comments or something. I'm pretty sure people figure out what games these come from. At least most of these. Now I have to get used to a few things. One, I only have a regular stab. I don't have my slash attack yet. and there are no air mechanics, because I've been playing randomizer so much that, you know, that game's annoying because it has air mechanics, so it's kind of like a 3E type scenario where, you know, the enemies in midair, you can't hit them. Here, it doesn't matter, everything's in 2 dimensions, so even if they're jumping, you can still hit them. So everything's in a kind of a 2-dimension plane. Again, the place is this cave conveniently called Bat Cave. And you'll find tons of bats in this place. Luckily, I don't think there are any bat room keys. I think it's just regular bats for the most part. At least one good thing with this quest is that you can actually attack them inside the doorway. So that is a potential lifesaver later on. This is actually pretty linear at this point. There's really, you really can only go this way. I think I already screwed this up. Seem to remember this. It's just, you just end up just pushing random blocks and trying to get to the stairs. Alright, so that's, oh, it's just a glove. Essentially, that's your level 1, glove. What that lets you do is it lets you push 1 block, and 1 block per room only. Black bats here. I don't think they're really any different from the blue ones. I guess they just fly around more than the blue ones or something. Again, you're gonna find that there are a lot of dungeons in this game. You got your group of main dungeons, and then you have a lot of mini dungeons, kind of in between the main dungeons. Basically, to pick up items that you're gonna need. So this quest is actually very linear. You really can't skip much of anything here. Again, very nice to be able to attack from inside the doorway, so keep yourself safe. Okay, you got a orange fire. This one just takes a bunch more hits to split them in, and it splits into kind of these stronger keys. And they just, well, they're not really even stronger, they just take 2 hits rather than 1. Alright, and this takes you to the main island, so most of the game will be spent on this, exploring the map on this island. And this is just basic information for you. And so those are all the names of the fortresses, and even the numbers are just what level they are. Now, some of those fortresses have some kind of odd names, but they actually, if you know what the name of the actual soundtrack is, it actually makes sense. Luckily for plenty of brass, so you can always cut this for more hearts. The green ones are 10 rupees, so this kind of follows, like, you know, I've been playing a lot of randomizers, so the classic version has that. You have your regular ones, the blue ones, and then the green ones are 10 rupees. Luckily, Tektites are less annoying in this game because you can hit them even if they're jumping around. And they don't seem to jump as much as in, like, randomizer. I mean, they just hop all over the place there. Well, might as well grind for some money because I'm going to have to buy some supplies. It actually took me a while to figure out what game this came from because it's remixed so much that it kind of throws off the main rhythm. It's actually the kind of the beginning part of this soundtrack that tells you what game this comes from. And yeah, there's some towns in this game, interestingly enough. Now, you really can't do that much right now, so it's just kind of, again, it's pretty linear at this point. Now, on this screen, if you actually look kind of carefully, it's not really obvious, but this grass here kind of points up in a way, although it's not very obvious, but you can actually walk straight up here and gets you a piece of heart. Remember if clocks are infinite, at least, like, you know, per screen. I don't think it's like 5 seconds, I think it just lasts the whole screen. And it's kind of odd that the hearts they kind of go right to left. Alright, so we have a town, Turo, and actually it's just, it'll be a more recognizable name if you actually twist some of the letters around. If you twist some of the letters around, it will, you'll create a name that you'll recognize better. Alright, so we're just gonna take a look here and see what we can find. Not really much to do. Big shield, some meat. I guess I'll just buy the shield right now, I suppose. Yeah, we're not gonna get back to this for a while. 400 rubies, we can't even carry that much money. Now, most of these places, not really much here. Just some basic information on Peril Ring. I think you get double defense when you're down to like 1 heart. Okay, so that's what we got already, that kind of white glove there. And the bracelet, you can think of it like a level 2 glove. Again, you shouldn't really get too lost in this quest because you're kind of told what to use, you know, where to go and all that stuff. And magic shop, and of course I have no magic right now. Potion shop. I am error. Yeah, you get a hint for this. So, well, that's quite a ways down the line in the game. Yeah, you can see where you get a lot of reference, which game gets a lot of references. Hint, hint, even this overworld music here runs off that same game, so... Again, because it's remixed so much, I didn't recognize it for a while. Alright, so you want to go into this cave. This is where you find that bomb bag, essentially. Quite conveniently called Bomb Cave. Now I'm not sure how I'm going to work this out. I might just do like 1 dungeon per part or something like that, depending how long these dungeons get. Alright, so we'll take a break at this point, and next part we'll go into this cave. Alright, see you guys later.